first podcast. We have breaking news for everybody. Breaking news for everybody. As you know, it's your boy Katie Don. We got
Wraith.
the real Wraith, and we have a special guest with us, Danielle from Danny Beck. Amazing, inspirational person. We had to bring on the podcast. She's been doing amazing things behind the scenes in the music industry and in the sports world. It's been very inspiring to me, and that's what helped me make certain moves that I'm doing today. Very knowledgeable. She's been putting me onto information about voting and the process of what's going on. And I feel this is the important message that we need to share with all you guys, so you guys know what's going on, when to go out and vote, because we've been marching in the streets. That was part one. Now, part two is this is the time where we start making the change, where we start putting our demands in action, and we elect people that have our interests up front, okay? So I do want to kick it off to you, Danny Beck.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for having me, Katie Don. Glad to be here in Rave. I really appreciate it. Live from North Carolina by way of New York City. I'm traveling for COVID and keeping safe. So I hope everyone in New York, I hope you guys are staying safe as well.
It's not hot.
Oh, nah. Oh, you're not. Well, you definitely have to wear a mask. So I hope you have a mask in that vehicle with you.
No, you said it's real hot out there in New York.
Is it? What's the temperature these days in New York?
93 today.
I just know the humidity is out of control.
Oh my gosh, that's why you're risking not having on a mask. But I think it's better off with it than without. We'll go with that.
Okay.
A little muggy, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So thanks for having me. The elections are coming up, so it's something that's been on my mind. I am a member of I Am Wonder Woman Foundation for my philanthropy and non-for-profit work. So I do want to get out there and tell all of you guys that June 23rd is coming up, which is the New York State primary election for the executive branch of government, which is the president. Everybody looks for the president, the mayor, and this is the election that takes place on June 23rd. So I want to encourage you, get out and vote. Vote, vote, vote. If you want to have your voice heard, if you're marching in the streets and you're protesting and you don't like what's going on, vote so you can be heard. The election for president is very important because once the Senate and House of Representatives pass the laws, the president stamps that with his stamp of approval. So we want to make sure that all branches of the government are operating on what the people say. And as a true democracy that we are in this country, that we're representing who we are and everybody has their say and their vote, so that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party is a direct reflection of the people of the United States of America. So more than just talking to you guys, my vote counts. So I want to make sure that it matters and that the rest of us get out there and vote. I want to take the opportunity to break down the branches of the government. Are you guys familiar?
I know a little bit. I mean, I know about the legislative, executive, and judicial. I think sometimes on the legislative side, it gets a little blurry with people, especially with Congress and the House of Representatives in that process. But please clarify. Well, Rafe, you want to add something?
Nah, I'm not really like a political person, so you're gonna have to explain everything.
Okay.
Oh, well, definitely. This is prime time. This is for everybody that it has to matter to. And so if we simplify it, there's three branches of government, which means there are the people that make the laws, which is our Congress, which is the legislative branch, the people that execute the laws, which is our executive branch, which is the president and his cabinet that he brings into office. And then there is the judicial branch, which is the court system, and they actually interpret the laws that are passed by the legislative branch, which is the Congress. So we want to make sure that we're participating in every single election that there is. But the major election that is coming up now is the presidential election. However, the president cannot have a cabinet unless the Senate approves, which is a part of the legislative branch. And the House of Representatives, there's 2 senators for each state. So each state gets 2 representatives. And for the House of Representatives, 435 people sit in those seats, which is represented by the amount of population in each state. So all the local elections are what we want to make sure that we're participating in. It's how your judges, it's how your district attorneys are elected, the people that interpret the laws that the local congressmen and women are making. So your assemblymen all those people matter. They matter. They count. So yeah, they're not the president, but the Senate, they get to decide who the president has in his cabinet. So they have a say. They're like the men in black because you don't get to know who they are all the time, but they matter most because it's what they're saying is what gets passed. They write the laws. They're the people writing the laws, and the president stamps it to pass it. So we want to make sure that we're not missing out and having our voice heard. And the best way to have our voice heard is to vote. We can march, but we have to vote. We have to come out in numbers, and we have to represent those people. And that's us. That's us. That's the world. That's the community. That's our country. That's very much being an American.
Definitely. I 100% agree. And that, to me, that's a major key alert. Just hearing that the people that we interact with on a daily basis, as far as the people in charge of the police, the judges, or the people that interpret the laws that are made, we have to vote for them June 23rd. So if we want our voices to be heard, the people that we see on a daily basis, this is the election that we need to be involved in. A lot of people are just focused on the presidential race, and we're wondering why there's not enough change. It's not one person. We got to start from the ground up. We need to start from these people in our communities that we see all the time, and then we got to make sure we go back out for the presidential elections.
Yeah, so we're going out in droves. June 23rd, New York City, get out, vote. All of New York State has a responsibility. Our governor, our senator, all of these House and seats are up for grabs. And so what's important is that we stand out, have our voices heard, and we make sure that we're a part of the change that we want to see.
Definitely. An amazing website for you guys to check out. We'll also put in the link. You guys will see some of the dates scrolling up. Ballotpedia.com. It lets you know when the elections are taking place in your state, and you can also find out who's on the ballot on that website through certain links. So make sure you guys check that out. Danny Beck, we thank you for being on and delivering this much needed information to the people. Before you go, is there any way that we can find you, look out for you?
Oh, definitely. At Hello Danny Beck. I'm on Instagram as Hello. Danny is spelled D-A-N-I, and Beck is B-E-C-K. So I look forward to hearing from all of you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. The polls in New York City are going to be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Nice.
That's 6 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m.
I'm going to go vote now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. First time voting. We about to do that.
Yo, facts.
My God, Wraith, close it out for us, man.
What do you want me to say?
Great.
He said he voted. We appreciate that. Well, this is the Love First podcast, breaking news. You guys are now back to go to your regular scheduled programming. Thank you.
Excellent. Love First.
Danny Beck.
Thanks, Katadon. Thanks, Rick, for having me.
We gotta show love first like a podcast. Put the work in, trying to make it last. Seen enough deaths, I don't need no more. It's like our nation trying to start a civil war. We gotta show love first like a podcast. Put the work in, trying to make it last. Seen enough deaths, I don't need no more. It's like our nation trying to start a civil war.
Black, Latin, Indian, Asian, and white. Whole lives matter, but let's get it right. There's a specific group of people needing help right now. All lives matter, yeah, no, calm down. So can we get together, stop the hurting right now? It's getting too political now. If you had enough of it, then stop with the blackouts and the non-support, and push focuses on businesses we should support. Shouldn't have to force to get together like community. Only get together the eulogies. We killing ourselves, fatality, and no actuality. We killing ourselves more than police do. We need to come together as a people.
We gotta show love first like our podcast. Put the work in, trying to make it last.